Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 284. Today is Tuesday morning, and we are on our way to the office on this chilly morning. We will eventually need to get some fuel today, but it is a wintry type morning. It's gray skies, kind of gloomy, kind of dark, 37 degrees outside. There's some kind of a weather alert going on. Freezing rain moving in tonight. That's nice. So I have to worry about roads being frozen. Have that black ice on them possibly too. So all not good things, but we're not worried about that right now. We're going to head to the office. We're going to try to make some money today. I want to get some things out of the way today as well. There's a couple things with eBay I need to get resolved. We got our fridge delivered yesterday, so that one was good. We moved all our stuff into that one. The old refrigerator was about 20 years old. It was a French door refrigerator. It was inside the house for a long time, then outside for a long time. Then it had some broken parts that I had replaced, and it just lasted for a good bit. And it worked like 90% of the time, but every once in a while the temperature would go up. You'd have to unplug it for a half hour or an hour and then plug it back in, and it would run for a few more weeks. And we have 475 pounds of beef coming in the next few days, and I really don't want that to get thawed out. So yeah, we're better off just getting a new one. We got a new one. This one is only 18 cubic feet versus like 20 cubic feet. And 1 second here. All right. Anyway, yeah, the refrigerator was necessary. The new one is 18 cubic feet. The old one was probably like 23 or something like that. But this one is pretty efficient spacing. It's just an empty refrigerator with just shelves versus this kind of opening and this kind of shelf and all that. This is just wide open and just easier to put stuff in. They actually have a whole class of refrigerators now just for garages, so that's kind of weird. But I only paid $4.49 for it, $30 for shipping. So I thought that was a good deal. Anyway, I had mentioned about eBay. I'm still, I had a problem with Amazon with the phone that I'm using, and they wouldn't refund it. So I'm still using the phone, and I got it refunded. I got an Amazon gift card for the amount of the phone. And then I bought a new one from eBay. I'm on the Verizon network, and they sent me an AT&T phone. So the guy asked me, I said, you sent me the wrong one. We had just talked about this. And he said, okay, send me the serial number thing on there. And I was in Vegas at the time. So I sent it to him a couple days ago when I got back. And I'm going to try to get a hold of him today, see what he can do about that. So that's, today at the office, just going to do a very little bit of catching up. I'm going to take care of the change tickets for the rest of the year, and then I'll be done until next year for this penetration testing that we're doing. Once I get those all set up, all I have to do is change them from draft to active to in process to finished, each step of the way. It's pretty easy. And I need to test all the passwords before I finalize those, and I should get all that done this morning. This afternoon I'll be focused on booking hotel for our trip. We know where we're going for Thanksgiving. It looks like there's a Caesars property there. It's not going to be free. It's going to be like $30 a night for 2 queens with no resort fee, which I think is fine. I could call and see if I could get it, but I really don't give them any action when I go there. So not too stressed. It would be like $131 total for the stay. So I haven't paid for a casino stay in a long time, but I think that's pretty reasonable. So I'll probably book that today, and then some of the kids will stay with us, some will stay with family, and then we have a couple dogs, and I think we have a place that will take care of those while we're gone, and then everything will be good, and then we're good for the next week or so. While we're out there, I'll be doing a lot of gambling. I'll be playing a lot of blackjack. It'll be primarily blackjack there, which is nice because I miss doing that. Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. We're heading to the office, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. It is 10:35. Just leaving work. We are heading to the casino. Hopefully we can duplicate what we did yesterday. Talking to some people about meeting later on this week, so that'll be on the agenda. But other than that, man, I got a lot of stuff done at work, caught up on pretty much everything, and when I get back there, I'm going to finish up those change tickets. I also got myself a new wallet because mine's falling apart, and got myself a new belt because it's way too big and I can't make it any smaller. So I did the best I could. I lasted as long as I could, but I have to have a new belt. So we're doing that right now. It's kind of like this weird, dirty, nasty rain falling, and we're heading out. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. It's actually still pretty early. I wasn't in there very long. We're actually going to go get some fuel right now, get ourselves ready for tomorrow. I walked into this casino, and right away I see a couple fat guys in suits walking around. I'm like, oh boy. You know, the higher up they are, the bigger they get for some reason. I don't know why, but that's how it is in my area. Not every guy that's higher up is fat. I'm not saying that. Sheesh. Anyway, so these two fat guys are walking around, and they're talking. I'm getting ready to check a machine, so I go around the corner so they can't see me while I'm checking it. Get past that area, there's a lady on the third machine. I walk away, look at a couple others, look at a couple close plays, don't play them, go into the back area, nothing there. Wait around for an old lady to get up. She won't get up, but I can see that there's nothing on it. I leave that area, come back out, and I go again to this machine, same as yesterday, the same machine that I hated for so long. Maybe it was me, maybe I just didn't understand how to play it, but I sat down to play that one. I found a play at about $1 and about $2 and about $3. I put in $40 in the machine, and I cashed out a ticket for $339, giving me a $299 win on that machine. Walked around, looked at some other stuff, didn't find anything else that was in range. Talked to a couple people that worked there, saw a couple herds of people that are from corporate walking around, and you know how it is. They walk around this big group, they're looking at the place, and you know, I noticed that lately they've been doing some cleaning up, and that's probably the reason why. But yeah, overall, just a quick in and out session, and ended ahead $299. So that's good. Now let me take you back to about a couple months ago. I bought a graded Pokemon card for my son on eBay. And when I received it, I knew that it was a lesser grading company, so I wasn't too concerned with that. It was a Pikachu 10 graded from the year 2 of the series. And I knew it was going to be a lesser company, but when I got it, I went to the company's website, and the website didn't work. So I contacted the seller, and I said, you know, you told me that this was this company and that it's not a big company, but their website doesn't even work. I can't even validate the thing at all. And they didn't reply. So I went to one of their auctions, and in there I sent them a message, and I said, hey, you know, this is going on here. I want a refund. And they said, well, you got to email us. So I emailed them about 5 times, and no reply. So I contacted eBay, and there was a big runaround on eBay. So I'm like, okay, what are we going to do about this? So I asked Grok what to do, and Grok said, just go to your credit card and tell them that it's a counterfeit item and you don't want it. And I did that, and they said to contact them by phone. So I called Chase, which is the card that I was using, by phone. It was a Chase business card. And I told them what happened, and they said no problem. They said, look, if you're saying it's counterfeit, then we have to go through all these hurdles, and we can do it for you, but it'll take a while. But you don't want it, do you? I said, no, I don't want it. They said, if you just say you want to, if you tell me you just want to return it, and you haven't been able to return it, I can get you a credit right now. I said, okay, let's do that. So I did that, and I told her, if you guys want this thing, I'll ship it to you. Now, I believe that the card is real, but I believe the grading is not valid. So if I can't validate the grading, I don't want the card. I would have just paid a lower price for an ungraded card. But what looks like is probably going to happen is I'm going to get to keep the card that's graded, that looks like it's in decent condition, but I don't know if it's 100% a 10. It may be, but maybe not. I'll get to keep the card and probably get that money back, which that would be nice because it wasn't cheap. So yeah, right now we're gonna stop for gas, and then we're going to go to Chipotle. I just loaded another gift card for Chipotle. I'm still using gift card exchange, GCX. Pepper seems to have gone bankrupt and taken some of my money with them, but that's my fault because for months I've been saying I need to get these card numbers off, and I didn't do it. So at this point, GCX is still good. They have good deals, especially for things like Papa John's, Domino's Pizza. You can get like 25 or 30% off, plus get a credit with them, plus get the 2% cash back on your card. So definitely still worth it. So I loaded up another Chipotle card, and we're going to pick that up after we get this fuel. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back and just left work a little bit ago and forgot to record, but I just pulled up to the casino. We're about to go in, see if we can do a repeat of what we did earlier today. Hopefully 300, 400, 500 would be unbelievable. So we're going to give it a shot here. It's raining outside, it's cold outside, and let's go in and warm up with some cash. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, and man, it's gotten nasty out. It's like spitting, like ice rain mixture, and cold, and just really messy out. Traffic is terrible. Rush hour is going to start here pretty soon. Anyway, excuse me. Went in there and looked around, and really was finding pretty much nothing. I got lucky on one machine, got me ahead like $50 or so, and then made a little money on another one, lost a little on another one, but pretty much very little there. Overall, I ended my session ahead $50, but you know, is $50 really worth it to come all the way here? You know, I guess it is, because sometimes you make a lot more, but for $50 a couple times a day, I definitely would not make the trip. Anyway, right now we are heading toward home. We're going to play a little bit of poker while we're driving home, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and had a swingy day today. Well, actually the last 24 hours have been very swingy on poker. I've been buying in for $25 or $50 and either doubling up or more and getting out and then starting over, and had a big streak of wins, big streak of losses, back and forth, and I went up about 400, then I went down about 700, and then this morning went up about, or this morning and afternoon, went up about another 500, so we're almost back to our high point, but it's been a really crazy run. So right now I am heading toward home, probably going to play a little bit more poker tonight. We're up for the day, but you know, down from my high. The first money from WPT Gold just hit my bank account, so I can finally start counting it as a win, and you know, actually start showing a profit on online play. So that was like 800 and something, 870, 818, I don't know, something like that, mid 800s. So we can start actually showing a profit on online poker, and so that's good. Next year, my chart's going to be totally different. My chart is just screwed this year. I had so many games start and stop, so many things that I was doing that aren't possible anymore. So, yeah, I mean, next year it's going to be crazy. I have no idea where we're going to end up, but we've learned so much in the last year and started to looking at things in a whole different way. The thing is, I never did before, not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't need to. Because before, I had so many places I could play blackjack at, and I was doing so well. Even, my downtimes weren't that bad. I was losing for what, 50 hours at the most, maybe a little bit more, but overall I was generally moving in the right direction. It didn't make sense for me to go scout a new game for even 100 an hour when I was guaranteed, between 75 and 125 an hour, playing the same game I've been playing, trusted by all the places that I go to. So anyway, but I don't know if I've said this or not already, but assuming I lose these last few spots that I have that I can really hit hard for blackjack, I am going to go down to probably 3 or 4 days a week instead of 6 days a week, and I am going to primarily travel, so it'll be Monday, Tuesday at home, and then the rest of the time will be travel time, and I'll probably go ahead and buy my new car, because I won't be putting that many miles on anymore. And that actually reminds me, I'm supposed to have that appointment with Tesla regarding that robo-taxi. I need to get the ball rolling on that thing. I'm supposed to have a test drive, and I keep forgetting to call, so maybe tomorrow when we're traveling. Now, all this said, I am going to be off work till December now, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, I'm going to be traveling, and allegedly in the office Friday. Saturday, not playing. Sunday, traveling. Monday, Tuesday, I'm not going to be in the office. I took the day off, so I'll be traveling. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be traveling with the family. Come back Monday, Tuesday in December, and I'll be traveling. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that week, I'll be traveling. So really, between now and like the 9th of December, I'm not going to be back in the office except one time this Friday to scan my card. So a lot of good stuff is possible. A lot of swings are possible. I'm definitely going to be flying somewhere. I'm thinking about actually going to Wisconsin as well for some stuff that I left behind. That is a possibility. So a lot of stuff happening. I'm going to be like examining everything, but having the opportunity to play online poker also kind of makes me lose some money as well, because that time that I would spend thinking about other options, I would not be now, because I'm worried about playing that and making money doing that. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. We're gonna head home. We could do our segments. What did you eat today, MW? I had that Chipotle today, and it was pretty good. It was a little soupy, but I give it like a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? I tipped a total of $0 today. And what did you learn today, MW? I learned that the bank account stuff is finally done with WPT. I learned about how to handle returns with the credit card. I did finally get a message back from the guy on eBay, so we'll see what happens with that. He may return my money after all. Yeah, everything is good. Learning a lot of stuff, doing a lot of stuff. So for now, I'm going to let you go. We'll catch up tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.